A list of unique jobs? Check. A fun and entertaining story? Check. Interesting party interactions? Check. A great cast of characters? We'll work on it. Now, for those of you who have never heard of this game, welcome to the world of Miitopia. Don't worry if you didn't know about it, a lot of people haven't. If you're watching this, I imagine you got curious because this game is coming to the Switch. I love this game with a passion, and I want to tell you why, and why I think you should at least try it. First, let's talk premise. As the name shows, the entire cast of characters is made by you. Do you want your villain to be a friend? In this case, a moderator for my streams? Then do it. Do you want Shrek to be your party mate? Then do it. The cast is limitless, and it has even more customization than the Mii Maker, and I love that. The cast brings me to another thing about the game that I absolutely love: friendship levels. Fire Emblem supports? Weak. Pokemon friendship? Sure, I guess. Miitopia friendship levels, though? Those are incredible. When people in the party get acquainted for the first time, they start to show off for each other, which ends up doing more damage. Some of these abilities even get more powerful as you go on. These also add more depth to a fight, although more RNG. I'll give a few of my favorites. Avenge. When one of your friends falls in battle, you strike at their attacker. Depending on your personality, you either get the angry effect, crying effect, or no effect at all. Also, Resurgence. When your teammates fall in battle, you can get back up to fight for them. You heard what I said about personality earlier, right? Well, that's a fun bit. You have 7 general personality traits, which activate different abilities in battle. I find this mechanic very interesting and just so much fun. For example, they all have negatives and positives to spice things up. For instance, if you're stubborn, you might refuse healing from a teammate, or if you're laid back, you might steal an item from one of your teammates. Enough about the little details though, it's time for us to move on to a big mechanic, the jobs. Jobs are standard in every RPG, they're like your classes or whatever. But in Miitopia, some things are different. First, you have your base set of classes, the standard, you know? Thief, warrior, mage, cleric, chef, and pop star? As you can tell, it's a lot of fun. You get more jobs at parts of the game, as well as a few others eventually. They all, of course, have their strengths and weaknesses, with different skills, spells, as well as their equipment giving them different stat bonuses. And on the topic of stat bonuses, there's also food in the game. Different foods fill up your stomach in different amounts, and some Miis think some food is the best, while others may find it disgusting. Which really adds flavor to the game. See what I did there? There's also a separate thing called snacks. Remember when I mentioned you could take items from teammates? Well, each teammate has 3 item slots for 2 HP bananas and an MP candy, which are your standard things like potions that you might have in other RPGs. The names are self-explanatory, but they also have another interesting ability of getting more potent the more you use them. I find it to be an interesting way to scale the items along with your gameplay. Finally, like snacks, there's sprinkles. These are consumable, but refill every time you set out on your journey. You unlock them whenever there's a situation you need them in, which is a goofy Deus Ex Machina-like mechanic. Also, the music in this game is incredible. It's so good. The composers haven't worked on many big projects, but nothing in this game sounds bad to me. And all matches the tone. It helps to bring everything together. That's all just the surface of why I like this game so much. It's my favorite RPG, and maybe my favorite game of all time. It's more made to be a casual RPG, but has some really hard challenges in it too. With the game coming to the Switch soon, at a bit of a lower price than most games, I'd say give it a try. And the demo actually came out a bit ago, in the future from when I actually started recording for this, and people have been going quite wild with it. It's going to have new features, possibly even more stuff they didn't show off in the reveal, and I'm personally looking forward to it and can't wait to play the full game. Also, if you want, why not subscribe? Check me out on Twitch if you're interested as well, in the link below. See you next time. Also, the person who gave the okay on Twerkies is a monster.